So I'm in a very good mood right now, so I might as well talk about it. There's no reason for me to just hold in this good mood that I'm in. Talk about it for myself, talk about it for anybody who might need to hear what I'm about to say. So today was my first day. Nah, not my first day. Today was my second audition, second in-person audition. The first one that I had, it didn't go as well as I would have wanted. Not because of anything, it just, my nerves, the fact that it was a cold read, the fact that I don't know how to, I don't yet know how to do a cold read. I couldn't fathom how to prepare for that, and I went through it, and it was terrible. I 100% know that. But what it did teach me is that I needed to prepare myself for situations like that. So because I'm in a place right now where I take everything as a lesson, that is the lesson I learned from it. And today was my second audition in person. And when I got the script, initially it was like a 3-page script. I didn't realize it until I paid a little bit more attention to myself that I was panicking. I was sitting, after they handed me the script, I walked in with a lot of confidence. Like, I was very confident when I walked in. Looked around, really wasn't paying attention to much, but I felt very confident when I walked in until he handed me the script. And then I sat down, and as I started reading the script, I could feel my heart just start racing. And it was like, it started beating extremely hard. So what I did was, I was like, oh shit, like I was aware of it. I was aware of what was happening. So I said, okay, you know what, let's step outside, let's get some air. So I go outside, and I sit down. There was a brother out there, I say what's up to him. But yeah, so I just went outside, and then when I got outside, I was taking some deep breaths, and then I was like, you know what, why not move around? Why not get up? Why not create your own tradition before you do an audition? Do something that's gonna make you comfortable. Whatever it is that's gonna get you outside of your head, just do it right now. Don't worry about anybody else looking at you. Don't worry about anybody else paying attention to you, because at this moment, you have to do it for yourself right now, or you're not gonna be able to get through this audition. That wasn't my full thought, but that's what I'm thinking now, and I know that was my thought. But so I just started walking around and reading the script and going over the script, and I haven't taken any type of classes or anything yet in as far as like breaking down the screen. I've been reading up on it a little bit, so I'm still not proficient at that as of yet, but I do know that I am able to memorize things very easily. And I found that out by just, going over the material over and over again, seeing that I can actually memorize stuff easily. So I started really reading the script, and I sat down and, I read over it 3 times without even trying to memorize it. And then I was like, oh, wait, let's see if we can memorize it. Let's do that. Let's not rely on this script when you go in here. So when I started doing it, and of course, the same thing that happens all the time, I memorized the entire script. I can even hear the lines of the people that are going to be speaking to me so that I know when to respond, which is amazing because I didn't know that just happened. I think this is my first type of experience where I was like, wow, I can actually hear them when she looks over her shoulder at the little girl. Like, I can see that happening, so I know what she's going to say, so then now I know what my line is going to be. I was like, that's fucking fantastic. I'll take that. But yeah, so I prepared. I went over it. And even though when I started off, like I was terrified. I just, my heart started pounding. But then when I got comfortable with those lines and I was able to put that script down and just do it off the top of the head, now I started adding a little emotions to it. I started adding hand gestures. I started doing stuff within this script, and I wasn't even looking at it anymore. I was like, holy shit, that is an amazing feeling. That is what I feel right now. And then I go into the audition, and of course I believe they can see I'm nervous, because I am. I'm nervous when I go into the audition. I am a little nervous, but I go in and I'm just like, you know what? I'm fine. And, I was like, where do I stand? And I was like, you know what? Let me just put the script down. Let me take my hat off. And I just did it. I went through it the first time and I did it. And they were like, damn, you memorized it. And I was like, yeah, it's easier for me that way. But he was like, you know what? That was good. He was like, can we do it again? And I was like, bet. And at this point, I'm like, I remember this being a good thing. I remember hearing, can we do it again? A good thing. I remember hearing, you know, someone trying to redirect you being a good thing. So I was like, bet, what is it that you need? And in my mind, I was like, whatever he says he needs from this scene, I am going to do it. I'm not going to be afraid of what that means. I'm not going to be like, oh God, he's going to ask me to do something that I just can't do. That's impossible. Only reason I wouldn't be able to do it is if I was just too afraid to try to do it. He said, I just need you to take it up to a 10 the whole way through. And I said, all the way? He was like, all the way. I said, can my arms be in the air? Because I might go there. I don't know what I'm going to do when I take it up to a 10. He said, hey, listen, do whatever makes you comfortable. I said, bet, let's go. And I went through it. I forgot a couple lines because of the new energy that I put into it. So, you know, but at the end of it, I just felt the energy in the room. Like even from them just listening to, you know, because of course they had to know my story. They were like, what's going on with you? And I was like, man, I just started. I was like, you know, this is like my first audition that I really actually went there feeling comfortable enough to just say, you know what, just go there. And I was like, this is my first one, and I'm, you know, I feel good about it. They're like, that's amazing, you know. So that is where my current excitement is at, or coming from. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I love my days. I love my days. I love the fact that these days, boy, that I have on a consistent basis, all the positivity that's just everywhere. If you cannot find positivity, you are not really looking. And you got to start with you. And I'm not about to start preaching, so let me end this video now. But yeah, that was my day.